Okay, actually, test. Recording. Okay, perfect. So, I'm going to be making this video to explain how to drive a Pro 2 or a Pro 2 Lite a little bit smoother in iRacing. I'm using the iRacing Crandon setup that's given to you. It's nothing crazy. The main gears you're going to probably want to be using on the Pro 2 and Pro 2 Lite are going to be second and third. First is kind of just like a super tight corners, start off, or like just taking off kind of gear. But what I'm doing here is I'm kind of just using the weight of the truck and a little bit of the brakes to get it rotated. I don't know if you can hear it, but messing up a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm kind of just rolling into the throttle, rolling in and out of it. Here I let off a little bit, roll back into it right there. Then you're going to want to kind of hold it outside, get as much of a straight run for this as you can. I use first right there, but I've also used second, and it can work too. For this, you're just pinned down the back straight, trying to keep it, going straight or whatever. On the brakes, it's going to want to go right a little bit. You just kind of let the truck flick back the other way, and then roll into the throttle like I did right there. I was in first right there. That's kind of, like I said, it's only really for hairpins, tight corners, and starting off. Here you're gonna want to go all the way to the outside, and then right back to the inside, almost touch that wall. I'm just full throttle right here. A little bit of brake off that, land, turn, and then I'm not full throttle. I'm kind of just slowly getting into it, like about 3/4 throttle to full coming out of it. Again, here, start outside, downshift, and then I've never really ever let fully off the throttle. It's kind of hard because you can't see my wheel, but I'm really trying to emphasize the smooth movements here. Little brakes, turning right. Don't try not to saw at the wheel too hard. That's one thing I know that people kind of have a problem with in this game is sawing at the wheel. The whole game is kind of emphasizing smooth movements. Right there, hit the inside a little bit. That's all right. Roll back into it, let off to like 3/4, 50% throttle. Back on the brakes right here, downshift to second, downshift to first. Oop, that won't mess up right there. Another thing that you don't want to do in this game is just hammer back into the throttle or just downshift to all your gears. It's acceptable sometimes in Pro 4 because they're 4-wheel drive, but in this kind of class, they'll just spin right out. That 2-wheel drive really kind of like takes that away from you. Flick it a little bit off this. Down to, I stay in third actually. I kind of just a muscle memory thing with Pro 4. I just got to have a Pro 4 race. A little bit of correction there. And like I said, just smooth movements. Right here I'm correcting, downshift to second. Smooth back to straight. This class has such little horsepower that you can kind of hammer back into the throttle, but I really don't recommend it. Like right here, I'm probably 3/4 throttle and then rolling into it over this roller. So let's go to outside perspective so I can kind of show you what that is. That was a 125.2. Definitely not my fastest lap. My fastest is a 124.5, but that's still on pace. Back to lap 1. Oops. So we're starting lap 1 here. You can see over in the left-hand bottom corner what I'm doing with my throttle. I'm never really just slamming the throttle. Let off to 50% right there and then just slowly get back into it. And if you do fully let off, it's just for like a fraction of a second. You never really kind of want to let those wheels stop getting power to them because then it can break traction. Fully off right here, downshift to first. And roll back into it. This corner is pretty simple. You just kind of got to get your marks down. Another thing is kind of just barely letting off like a little bit for a second right there just to get the truck rotated and keep it on the bottom. Also, another thing you're going to want to do is probably let off over the jumps. You don't want to blow the truck up. Yeah, see here I'm modulating, let off just a little bit over the hump to keep the throttle, or to keep the power down. A little bit off the track right there, but I'm about half throttle through this corner, and you can see me just kind of slowly get back into it. I messed up a little bit there, but it's the same thing. It's what you're going to want to do. Here, not all the way outside, kind of like at 3/4 outside. Brush that wall there and roll back into it. So again, some of these corners, you just kind of let off just a little bit to get it rotated. Right there, I use the brakes because I got up on the wall, set up a little bit early. But this corner is when you're not going to want to let off fully, and you're kind of gonna want to just kind of square it off a little bit, or a little bit, L it off, get on that inside. In this kind of situation, you're losing time if you're on the outside of that corner just because it's such a long straightaway and you need that run. Messed up again right there. I'm not the greatest at pro lights, which is why I didn't want to say this is how to correctly drive one, but this is definitely going to make it a little bit easier for you on hunting. Just brush that inside, let off over the jump, flick it right there. You're going to want to keep those wheels turned. Another thing that you can see, I kind of forgot to mention it, but you can go in the same left-hand bottom corner, you can look at my wheel movements. It seems like it's sawing, but in all reality, that's pretty smooth for this game. Another thing, like I said, I'm not the greatest at pro lights, so I'm not the smoothest, but hopefully this should make it a little bit easier. And then as you come out of the corner, you just kind of straighten the wheel back out. You don't ever want to really go over anything with your wheels turned unless it's a barn corner jump where you're kind of flicking it in. So I hope that made sense, and I hope that really helped. Thanks. Bye.